I don't know what to think. My brain was going up and down. Like, you know, when you don't know what you are thinking, like, your brain is so full. I know the way I bragged about the wedding. I even had to post it online. So online people have to like pick it up, like alleged that the wedding was cancelled or that wedding day. You know, the kind of shame. I felt depressed. Not all friends are friends. Not all friends. You see this bestie, my best friend for life, not all of them are friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you are listening to this video, when you're seeing this video. Madam Chi, please permit me to be anonymous. I want to say my story. Although I'm going through therapy section and I'm still healing, but I need to put this story out so people can learn from it and also avoid this kind of mistake. My story started when my friend, my best friend, someone I called my sister, because we are no longer best, we are like sisters. Our relationship started from 2008 when we are in JS1, and we have been friends throughout. We finished secondary school together. We got admission into the university, the same university. We graduated. We even came to, after our graduation, we have to move to another state. That's Abuja. We moved to Abuja to continue to search for work. I got my own job where I work as a teacher. Then she got hers where she worked in a telecommunication. So we have been best friends. We share things together. We do our things together. Like the way we stand for each other, the way we stood up for each other. We share our properties together. We pay house rent. We eat. We share gist. What my future, what I want for my tomorrow to look like, what I want to achieve tomorrow. She knows about it. Then what she wants her tomorrow to be. The one I think, I don't know, but she told me and I believed her. But from what I'm seeing is not it. So our friendship has been on since that time till 2021. I met this guy. So we started talking. Even when I met the guy, we are still gisting. She was the first person I told about the guy, till when the guy asked me out to be his girlfriend after 6 months. The guy asked me to be his girlfriend, and I also told my friend about it. So she was even giving me ideas on how to keep the guy. I was happy that she was there for me, guiding me on how to make the relationship to work. I was so happy that I have someone, because in this Abuja, she's the only one I have in the Abuja. Like, I don't have any other friend, like, no family. She was like my all and all here in Abuja. So she was giving me directions, the things, and even whenever I want to go and see him, she'll give me the dressing inspo to go and see him. That I know that when he sees me, he will be so happy. Like, he'll be like, I can't leave you for any other woman. So everything continued till 2024. He proposed, and I said yes, because I was so happy. Like, someone I fell in love with. I was so in love with him. Like, we were in love with each other. So I said yes to his proposal. We started planning our wedding. Everything was going smoothly. Everything was good. Me and my friend, that my best friend, we go out to run everything together, both for the wedding plans, the preparations, the wedding dress, the wedding decorations, the horse. We went to check everything together. Like, we made sure that everything I do for my wedding preparation, it must be done with her. And if she's not around, I won't go, because I need her insight in everything that we are doing. I need her insight, everything that is happening that for the preparation of the wedding. I need her insight for it. I was still checking up my husband. My husband was also running his own affairs for the bachelor's night and the rest of the while. I was also running my own with my friend. We are just making the plans to make sure that everything was okay. We started printing invitation card, everything. We printed everything we need for it to be successful. So our wedding was supposed to be on the 15th of June 2024, on the 15th of June 2024. So on the 13th, I felt this kind of sick. 13th of June, 2 days to the wedding, I was feeling this kind of sick. I felt it was the marriage stress. I was supposed to go and meet my decorator to balance up for the decorating event. So I was a kind of sick, and I had to call my best friend. I called her, I told her that I don't know how my body is doing me. She also even had to tell me that it's the marriage stress, that I need to rest so I can be strong on my wedding day, that if I'm sick on my wedding day, that it will not make sense. I understand. Yeah, that's true. So I had to beg her that she should please help me, which she agreed on. So she said she's at work, that when she's through, that she will come to the house and pick the balance for the that she will go and give the decorators. I have to I appreciated that what can I do without her. So in that evening time, so she came around, I gave her the balance for the decorator 150. She said okay that she's going. So I now called my fiance, my soon to be husband. He said he's going to his tailor that same day, that he wants to go and see his tailor to check up on his suit for the wedding, and his suit that the tailor told him to come for fitting and the rest of them. I said okay, no, but I let him know that I was not feeling fine, that I needed dress, that I even had to send my friend to go to see the decorator. He said okay, no problem. So that night I was calling him. After everything in the night, I was now calling him how far, to know how far. He was not picking up. I called my friend, when I was calling him, I called several times, he was not picking up. So I had to call my friend, say, I don't know what is wrong, but this one that my man is not picking up his coach. He said, him is going through his own shit, work with the wedding preparation is going to be choking him. All those last minute things they need to fix. I said that's true. He said okay. I now thought okay, maybe when he's free he will call me. I waited that Friday, he did not call. I'm sorry, on Thursday, he did not call. So on Friday, I was just calling him up and down. He was not picking. I was like, what is happening? Why is he not picking up the phone call? I called. He was not picking. I said, maybe he's, like my friend said, maybe he's busy with the last minute orders for the wedding. I kept calm. I called my friend too as well. She was not picking up. I said, what is happening? I said, my best friend cannot see my call and ignore it, and this, or maybe even if she's busy and she will not return the call back. I called the same way I was calling my man. The same I was also calling my friend. She was not picking. I said, "Now wow, this one that they are just going to leave me like this. Now that wedding is almost near." That's Friday. I still did not hear anything from me. I kept quiet. Saying maybe Saturday. Saturday is the wedding. I will see on Saturday. Saturday morning, the call still continued. I was still calling him. He was not picking. My best friend is nowhere to be found. I called my fiancé. Called. He was not picking. To the extent that people were not calling, saying, how far is the wedding not still holding? My parents were calling. My uncles and aunties, people that were coming from afar, people that came from Enugu State, because the wedding was happening in Abuja. So some of my relations were also coming from Lagos and the east. So they were calling, how far, how is everything? Is this thing not okay? Is the thing not still going to hold? Is the thing not going to hold? Because they don't understand that nothing, they're not even seeing any sign of everything. They are calling, caterers we are calling, family members we are calling. I said, I don't know, that I have not heard from her, that I've been calling my man, he's not even picking up the call. I continue to bombard my man with call. I bombarded him with call. When later it now picked, it was his brother that picked the call. I asked how that I've been calling his brother that is not picking. He said that the wedding is cancelled. That was what he said. He said the wedding is cancelled. He did not even say any of that, the reason why the wedding was cancelled. Just saying the wedding is cancelled, that he's going to talk to me when he is ready. He cut the call. I tried calling him back. The phone was now switched off. I was like, what is happening? Did I offend him? Did I do anything bad that warrant him to cancel wedding on the wedding day without any notification at all? Just cancel the wedding. That he should have notified me. I was down. I don't know what to think. I was just thinking, what should I do? What should I do next? What should I do next? I had to tell my mom that, see, oh, this is what happened. My parents started calling everybody that the wedding has been cancelled till further notice because of maybe something happened. But when the new date for the wedding is fixed, they will let them know. That was how they did to discharge everyone at that moment to avoid the cause. So people were like calling me to know what is happening. You know, for someone to cancel wedding on your wedding day, you know, some people felt pity. They were calling to reach out to know how I was feeling. So they were calling to know what really happened. So they just want to know what happened. They just want to know what caused the cancellation of the wedding. But me, at the same time, I don't know what is happening, because I've not heard from him since on Thursday. Then Saturday morning, he now said the wedding is cancelled. Why? At the same time, I was still calling my friend. You know, my friend was supposed to be with me, my best friend. She was supposed to be with me from that Friday till Saturday of the wedding. She's nowhere to be. I was also calling her. She was not picking up. So she was not picking up. The thing was not making me to be. I was so worried, like, what is happening? I kept quiet. I was just down. I had to even off my phone at some point because we are much. I don't know what to think. My brain was going up and down. Like, you know, when you don't know what you are thinking, like, your brain is so full. You are trying to figure out what really transpired. What would make him to cancel a wedding on that wedding day without any sign at all? And you guys, we are okay. We were okay from Monday of that week of the wedding, Tuesday of the week of the wedding, Wednesday the week of the wedding, Thursday the week of the wedding. We were okay. Everything just changed that Thursday night. From Thursday night, he was not picking up the calls again. I was so down. I was so worried. I was confused. Even my students were calling me. My fellow teachers, the principal of the school where I was teaching, everybody was just calling. I know the way I bragged about the wedding. I even had to post it online. So online people had to like pick it up, like a lady that the wedding was cancelled on that wedding day. You know, the kind of shame. I felt depressed. I was so depressed, so I had to off my phone and cry my life out. For like 3 days, I was still indoors. I could not bathe, I could not eat. I was just there, moping at the wall, moping at the ceiling, thinking of my life, thinking of the shame. What really happened? Why will he just cancel on me just like that, and not even notifying me? My mommy had to come to me like, after the third day, she said, on your phone, we really need to know what happened. Why he did not tell you on time that this wedding will not hold. We need to just know what really happened. That I have to on my phone. But before that, she said I need to freshen up, that I have sobered a lot. I need to freshen up first. So I had to freshen up that third day. Then when I now on my phone, I charged it because the call and everything made the phone to run down. So when I now on my phone, I saw 200 missed calls from friends and friends and close families and the rest of them. And I now saw this. I saw this particular message. I went to the message and I saw it. It said, I know why your husband called off the wedding. I was just going to, and I said, I saw your friend, your best friend, with your husband on the 13th of that Thursday, that you saw my friend and my husband to be on that they lost in their hotel. And how did the girl know that that lady is my best friend and the man is my fiance? She said because my fiance, she has seen our pre-wedding shoot online, so she know that this one is my fiance. And she said that my friend, that when we use their hotel, we used to use their hotel conference room for conference meeting and the rest of them. So she said she has seen me coming in with my friend sometimes. So that's how she know that she's my best friend. So she said she saw the two of them enter their hotel and they slept over. I don't understand. So she now explained the details, how they came in, what time they came into the hotel. And I remember that at social time, I gave my best friend money to go and give to the decorator. That was the same time I called my man. He said he was going to see his tailor. So it was not the tailor they went to see. He did not go to see, so he went to see my best friend. So I started calling my best friend on phone. That moment I was really calling her. She was not picking. When she now finally picked the call, the first question I asked her was, is it true? Did she sleep with my man the day she was supposed to go to meet the decorator? She said she was crying that she can explain that she did not mean to. I said, I don't understand. Is it true? She said she can explain that she did not mean to, that it was not what she planned, that she don't know that it's going to lead to that. That was when she started telling that everything started when the guy chatted that was 6 months ago before our wedding. The guy chatted that, like, ask her the things I like, the flowers I like, the things I like. So from there they started talking. The chat now deviates from knowing more about me to knowing more about her, that kind of stuff. Then she now said the guy, she was trying to avoid it, but she herself started falling in love. You were falling in love with your best friend's man, and you are happy seeing that you are falling in love. You started falling in love with him, but you try to dodge it. But feelings, you cannot leave it. When it comes, there's no how you can overcome it. Like, she started falling in love with the guy, and the guy on the other hand, he was like my friend, that he finds solemn in her than me being his fiancé, that he enjoys his moments with her, that the way the girl talks to her, the girl makes him to express himself more than to me, that I'm just there. I said, but if you know that it's going to be like this, you would have said something. Okay, can you imagine the time they start talking? It's enough time for you to say you don't want to go ahead with this relation than leaving me here. And I said, but now what took people to the hotel, to the essence of people sleeping with each other? She said that they were just talking. They went out to talk. After the talking, the next day they went to the hotel to continue the deal because she was already late. From this, one thing led to another. They had an affair. I said I don't want to see her again. I told her to lose my contacts. I don't want to see anything that concerns her is out of my league. That she should not call me. She should not text me. She should not bother coming to my place again. She was begging. I had to leave because I was so sad. I had to leave the premises. She continued calling. She had to call through my parents' line, but my parents told her that the thing she did was uncalled for. That what she did does not make sense. For a friend of how many years, friend turned sister of how many years, this is what you could do to your friend, someone you said you love, someone you said you cherish, someone you said you stand by her every decision of her life. So it's actually obvious that while she was teaching me how to, the guy is going to love me, what I should do so the guy will cherish me the more, she's actually training herself on how to make the guy also to love her. It's actually obvious. So she kept on calling. Even my fiancé till today, he has not called me on phone. So he has to go through his brother to them that it's over. After 1 month, my friend now called me, and she called me several times. I was like, okay, let me pick the call and know what she wants to say this time because I'm already tired. She now told me that she wants to see me, that it's very urgent. I came around. I went to a restaurant. We met at the restaurant there. So she now said that she's really sorry. First of all, she's sorry for what happened, that she did not mean for it to happen. That but it has happened, that there is no way of going back. She now said that she's pregnant. That one already saying that she's pregnant, hey, scattered my brain. I said, you are telling me that you are pregnant to do what? To tell you congratulations for winning my marriage. I'm pregnant for what now? What should I now do? She said that she's keeping the baby, that she cannot remove it, that she and the guy that they are talking, and before then I've been seeing their posts online of couples go those kind of stuff. So they are living their life as if they did not do anything. And funny enough, how people will be, other people were, so social media, their close friends were congratulating them, but her family, her own family, were still cursing her for what she did, that she betrayed her own friend, snatched her friend's man, not even considering how the lady is going to feel. Like she just ruined. So she says she has been living in guilt, that she wants me to forgive her so that they can move on with their life. So you expect me to move on, like you expect me to just move on like that, after building my 3 years of my life with him. Just one mistake that they can't control themselves. They spoil everything just with how many seconds of enjoyment. They ruined my marriage, and you expect me to just forget everything. It was not that easy. After the conversation, I just told her that I don't want to talk to her. She should just let me be. She should live her life. She should not disturb me again. So I left. I went home. I still saw bad for months. People were still calling me to ask me how am I doing, how am I faring, how everything is going. To the extent they suggested I should go for therapy session, that it will help me to improve, it will help me to forget about the past, it will help me to forgive them and move on with my life, because I was so bitter. Even I'm still healing. So I have to relocate to another place, got a job underway after 6 months of my life. Wasted. I have to relocate to another area still in Abuja. I have to relocate. Then applied for a job, because going back to my other school, it will not be fun, because everywhere you will see pity. People will be pity. They will make you to remember the past again. So I have to let me leave that area and go to another area. So I now started my therapy section. I was still saying my best friend. She's no longer my best friend again, because she's a betrayal. I do see their post online where they are doing this couples vibe, and the couple go and the rest of them. So even she will be due by January of 2025, and I heard that there will be the guy is going to do introduction. They'll be doing their traditional marriage and introduction, everything on February after the baby comes. That's when they will do the introduction. On the other hand, I felt that they really fit themselves. If best friend could betray her friend, and fiancé will do the same to his to his wife to be, that means they really fit themselves. So she staying with the guy means that tomorrow now the guy might still, what he did to me, he might still do it again to her. So they really fit themselves. But at the same time, why I'm really sharing this story, because it's not everybody will take it the way I took it. It's not everybody that will face it. Some people might end up, because I was depressed. There are some people that when they are depressed, they might go into madness, or maybe that result them to go to psychiatric hospital. So might even the process. Nobody will take it the way I did it, but I really thank God I'm trying to get myself back. So the advice I'm going to give anybody, all of you, please, not all friends are friends. Not all friends. You see this bestie, my best friend for life, not all of them are friends. There are some you just need to maintain their friend, not the people you will tell your secrets. In fact, don't even tell your secret to anybody. Don't even tell anybody about your future, because telling them about will give them the leverage to attack you. Once they know everything about, they know how to enter, they know how to attack, they know how to scatter everything that you have planned for yourself, because it's actually what happened. For someone that I trusted so much, I told her about my life, what I want to be in the future, how I want my life to be, how I planned when I'm going to get married, the kids I'm going to have, the life I want to live with my family. I'm already creating this jealousy in her, for me to be telling her, because it's not everybody that will have the same heart that I have. It's not everybody that will be the same way that you are, because you trusting people these days is like you risking your life. You are risking your life. You are risking your tomorrow. You might tell them thing and they will use it against you. So my advice is to you people is, don't open yourself out to people. Even if you're going to tell them about yourself, not everything, not the deepest part of you. You can just give them the one they want to hear, but the deepest part of you, don't share it to them. That is what I have to say. And I pray and I hope that you people will learn from my mistake, because I myself have already learned my lessons. I've learned my lesson. God bless you.